we're back and we're better. If you didn't see my last vlog, I was quite a mess. The vibes are high today. I'm gonna get ready while I answer all of the juicy questions that you guys asked me on Instagram. There's so many questions. A lot of them overlap. I'm gonna do my best to answer everything and maybe knock a few out with one still. Also, I woke up this morning and it was snowing. Now it's sunny, so okay, New York. Okay, let's just start strong with my number one asked question, which is what is my workout routine and what do I usually eat in a day? I get why you guys are curious. My ass is fat. Just kidding. Actually, I have a really strict workout split that I do every single week, except for this week. I like to do 2 heated workout classes, 1 or 2 heated workout classes. I like to do 2 Pilates classes, and then I like to do 2 weightlifting sessions. And when I do weightlifting, I only do my legs because the other classes work my upper body, abs, back, all the things. But I just started incorporating the weightlifting. I was starting to feel like Pilates was making me lose my big giant ass and I needed to get it back. So in order to do that, you have to build muscle, and in order to build muscle, you have to lift heavier weight. Started to do that these past few weeks and I've seen the best results. In regards to what I eat in a day, I would say I'm a very picky eater and I eat a lot of the same things, which if you're trying to focus on fitness, that's really helpful because it makes things really simple. I always start my morning with a waffle with my coffee. That is non-negotiable. And then I'll either do a yogurt bowl, eggs and toast, chia seed pudding for breakfast. And I always eat breakfast probably around 10-ish. And then for lunch, which is usually between 1 and 3 o'clock, I like to do chicken nuggets. I always have chicken nuggets in my freezer because lunch, I like it to be quick and easy. So I'll either have chicken nuggets on deck, I'll make a smoothie, but like a loaded smoothie, peanut butter, protein powder, milk, banana. That is always a good lunch because it keeps you super full. I also love doing a snack plate for lunch and having a good protein and veggies and cheese, crackers, that sort of thing. And then dinner, I switch it up, but I always do a protein, a carb, and a veggie. For instance, last night I had tacos, so it's ground turkey, peppers, lettuce, cheese, and tortilla. It kind of hits all those boxes. Or I love to make salmon, chicken with sides. I usually just pick a meat and then I make sides with it. That's pretty much that. A lot of you guys asked skincare routine, favorite fall boots. If you asked a question and it has to do with specific products, I'm gonna leave that down below in links so you guys can just click it and see my stuff right away rather than me talking about it. Next question kind of follows the fitness, what I eat in a day routine, and it was, do you ever struggle with body image issues, and if so, how do you fix it? Of course, I think every human on earth has a moment of body image issues. I feel like if you're human, you've struggled with that. I 100% have, especially since I was younger, because I was always really quite small, and I feel like that's such a pick-me thing to say, like, yeah, I was like so skinny that like I was like embarrassed by it. No, I was really small and I'm still really small, and I look at other girls and I just sometimes I don't feel like a woman. I feel like I'm trapped inside a 12-year-old's body because that's just how I'm built. But I think what takes me out of it is that you're so much more than what you look like, and if you have a healthy, functioning body, that's enough. That is something to be so grateful for, and like filling yourself up with gratefulness for a functioning body that works, that's healthy, is the best way to come out of it, and just taking care of that body. And when I'm eating super healthy, when I'm working out, when I'm feeling good, my body could still look the same as it did before, but you just overall feel better and you get more confident. You can only do so much to change what you look like. Obviously, you can work out and eat healthy and do all the things, but at the end of the day, your God-given body is your God-given body, so honey, you better love it. You better love it and you better rock it. You have confidence. That is the most attractive thing ever. You're so uniquely you and no one else looks like you, so rock it. And to me, that's really attractive. You only have one life to live, so like why hate yourself? And obviously we all go through moments of like having issues with that. I get it. But have your issue, sit with it for a sec, and then let it go, because there's no time for that. There's no time for that. I see you guys all asking about my boyfriend. You're all asking about him. And we actually met on Raya last year, but we didn't start dating until earlier this year, but it was kind of on and off for a little bit. And then now we're like fully dating and we're very happy and things are better than ever, and it's still early, but we are happier than ever right now, and I love him. And sometime I think I'll start sharing him more, but right now I'm just like enjoying the beginning stages of our relationship and seeing how it goes and develops, but it's good. It's good. A lot of people are asking about the ins and outs of being an influencer and what I like and dislike about it. It is such a unique experience, especially for me coming from a 9-to-5 job and becoming an influencer. I have the whole story time about that on my TikTok, but if you'd like me to make a separate YouTube video on that, because I could talk about that for hours on my journey and exactly what that looked like, that can be another video. But as an influencer, you really have to have so much self-discipline. You need to be creating every single day. You need to be thinking of new ideas. You need to be thinking about how to grow your page, how to grow your community, how to grow year after year. And it's so easy to plateau in this industry, I feel like. And so I would say one of the downfalls is kind of the pressure that comes along with it. And not in a sense of like, you have to be better than everyone else or there's competition. No, there's space for everybody, and the space is only growing. I just think it's so awesome because it's a female dominated industry, and you can become so successful. It can lead you down so many different paths. You can meet so many different people. You can start brands. You can, you know, there's all these things that you can do with it, but you can't make diamonds without pressure. What's that called? What's that saying? Diamonds aren't made without pressure. Only diamonds are made under pressure, because you have to keep evolving. You have to keep people interested in you. You have to keep growing your channel, and that in itself is what's hard. But I wouldn't trade it for the entire world. You're your own boss. You live every single day however you want to live it. No one's telling you what to do. You can take as much PTO as you want. The way you live is your work. The way you portray your life is your work. The way you portray yourself is your work. You are your own brand. It's like running your own brand, and you are the product. Sometimes I feel like it takes you out of being present because you're so focused on how can I make this a video? How can I create something out of this moment in my life, rather than just enjoying the moment and being present. But I think with experience and time, you kind of learn how to separate it. But I will say that was a big challenge for me in the beginning, and it still is. I feel like I live on my phone in this weird dystopian way, but I actually started therapy to kind of help separate me from that. But truly, I would not trade this job for the entire world. You can definitely get in your head sometimes, think you suck. It can be isolating because you're working alone in your apartment. When your videos aren't performing well, you think your career is over. You need to get a new job, and it's just gonna get stressful sometimes, but it always comes back around. What's my favorite and least favorite thing about living in New York? I would say favorite thing is the energy here. I feel a lot more comfortable being alone here and walking around and doing my own thing. I feel really independent. I feel like this is my era of grinding and hustling and doing my thing. I feel like New York is such a place where you set yourself up for success. The amount of people here that are successful, and network with them and meet more people, and the opportunities here are just endless, and you can literally feel it in the air. It probably sounds really cringe, but it's true. I feel like I would have never forgiven myself if I didn't live in New York City for at least 1 year of my life. A lot of you asked, do I plan on staying here as well? As of right now, yes, I love it here. Do I miss my best friends back in Florida? 100%, but it's nice because obviously my boyfriend's here, his family's here, and his friends are here, and I love all of them, and I'm integrating myself into other little content creator or friend groups here, and everyone is really nice. As much as I was crying in my last video because I feel like I didn't fit in, obviously I have those moments, but I'm so new here that it's like I feel like I put so much pressure on myself to try and fit in right away and make friends right away and be close with everyone right away, and that's just not reality. That's not how things work. But I'm slowly but surely meeting people. And one thing I guess I don't like about living in New York is getting around is hard for me. Like if I have to run a bunch of errands, like it just seems so exhausting because you have to get on the subways and you have to walk, and it's like in Florida I'm so used to just like hopping in my car and driving wherever I need to go. But in New York it's just so different. It's a whole different ball game, and the subways honestly do stress me out. But I think with time, that's another thing I'm just gonna start getting used to. A lot of you guys are asking if I have had any like work done to my face, plastic surgery, filler, Botox. I get Botox on my forehead and my crow's feet, and I think these are called your 11s. So I get Botox there. I feel like that has completely changed my life. Lifts everything, and I love it. A few years ago, I did get filler in my cheeks and jaw, but I I really want to say it's all dissolved. People are like, I saw a video saying filler doesn't dissolve. Yes, it does. It does dissolve. I really don't think I have it anymore. And would I get it again? Absolutely not. I feel like it didn't do anything for me. Honestly, I feel like it made my face look fat, but Botox, highly recommend. Other than that, I have no surgeries or anything, but I'm still kind of in my head about getting my nose done. If you guys have gotten a nose job, please let me know down in the comments if it's worth it or not. Everyone I talked to said it's worth it. I don't want to do too much. I just a little tiny nip and tuck. And my nose has been my insecurity for a really long time. And I would just love to get it done, but I'm so scared to do it. I feel like it would look really good. This is such an interesting question. How do you think being an influencer impacts your connections with people? For me personally, I always get so nervous when I'm meeting someone for the first time, but they have followed me on Instagram or they've seen me on TikTok and they get this almost trailer to who I am as a person through my videos, and people think they know you, and sometimes I get scared. What if they meet me in person and I'm not the person that they've created in their head after seeing me online? Does that make sense? I feel like meeting people has been a little bit more, I'm just always nervous that I'm not living up to my persona online sometimes. And I know deep down it is truly me online and in the regular world. But when I first meet someone, I'm shy, you guys. I'm not a very outgoing person. Like, I can talk. I'm just not super outgoing when I first meet people. I guess I just get so scared of disappointing people when I meet them in person after they've seen me online. It's a weird thing that like feels like everybody knows you before you actually meet them. But if someone's meant to be in your life and the friendship and the connection is meant to be there, it will be there no matter what. A lot of people are asking me if I want kids. I feel like if I'm so deeply in love with someone and I just want to multiply our genes and make a creature together, of course. But that's only gonna happen if I'm married and 100% head over heels in love and know I'm with a man that's gonna take care of me and my babies. As of right now, we're tracking in a great direction, but it's so early, so I don't know. Everyone's asking me if I do content creation full time. I do. Oh, and back to the beauty question. I'm getting a lot of questions about my lip blushing. I have my lips blushed. My lips are tattooed. I don't get lip filler. How do you handle your finances? My father. What's your age? I'm 27. Ever struggle with not feeling good enough or not pretty enough? All the time. All the time. Comes in waves, but then I snap out of it and I'm like, what the fuck? But that's pretty much all your guys' questions. If you had any questions, like I said, about products and links and stuff, I'll leave that down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I hope everything I said made sense. Sometimes I feel like I do talking videos and I ramble and I get carried away and I don't know what I'm saying, but hopefully I did well. So, love you guys and I will see you next week.